Today in cryptocurrency news, I found four articles that I think would be interesting and to discuss, and give my analysis on it. The first article that I found was a blockchain technology paradigm shift will break new grounds. Most people think that blockchain technology is pretty much, cryptocurrency, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin, all those popular coins that are giving some of us headaches and making us panic. But in reality, crypto's not just blockchain is not just for cryptos. People or in businesses are acknowledging more and more that blockchain technology can be used for many other things besides just coins. So, for example, revolutionizing analytics in many aspects, blockchain development, supply development, implementations, and even workflow is being used in blockchain. Blockchain is not, as we know it, a volatile entity. It actually, the volatility comes with the people that are using it. So, for example, if someone values a coin one day and the next day, because of some news that came out, they don't value it anymore, they want to get rid of it. That's where the volatility really comes from. So it's blockchain is really not as volatile as people think. It's actually almost like a ledger. Imagine, a piece of paper and dividing it in half and putting information about, let's say today I'm tracking weight loss. Today I ate peanut butter sandwich and I put that in a ledger that cannot be destroyed. So if I'm trying to hide that I ate a peanut butter sandwich, which I wasn't supposed to, I cannot hide that ledger. Any of my peers can look at it. So a lot of people, a lot of companies like IBM for the Internet of Things, they're trying to implement that with IOTA, and like travel companies that they have they can track rewards and even travel information. Governments, especially voting, where people think that the voting is being rigged, and registrations of land and cars and even people can be used. A blockchain can be used for that, and even central banks are starting to implement their own coins in the blockchain or use the blockchain itself. So even new cryptocurrency, maybe Bitcoin might not be the dominating cryptocurrency. Maybe a new one might emerge that has every flaw that Bitcoin has. It has fixed it and is just as good as Bitcoin. So um, it's the article is blockchain technology, a paradigm shift will break new ground in 2018, and it is btcmanager.com. The next article that I found interesting was it's kind of like a continuation of what I was just talking about with a blockchain technology. Right now, they're using blockchain technology to buy and sell um, buy and sell real estate. So Proppy is one of the first international marketplace for real estate. Um, right now, they're kind of doing their alpha testing, or they're in their alpha state, and they're only using it for California. So you can buy and sell property with Bitcoin, especially those recipients that have had bought a lot of Bitcoin and now are pretty much millionaires. This is really good for them and those that are trading in cryptocurrency. Um, of course, this buying and selling is all done online, and it's in its alpha stage. Um, it it's it's meant to not only make the cryptocurrency transaction easier, which they're going to implement more than just Bitcoin, but it also helps discourage dishonesty between bookkeeping and the mortgage processing. And the hash, which is kind of like a transaction ID, is going to be attached to the title deed. So if there's any discrepancies, you can always look at the hash and see exactly what happened. And that's how they will discourage dishonest bookkeeping. And the property team is also looking for it to be implemented throughout, different jurisdictions and legislations. Let me see. It says here, see if I can get the integrate blockchain ledger for governments to enable title deed insurance issuance for properties instantly online in a secure and cost-effective manner. So they're trying to have government use this so that they can correctly keep track of all the titles and deeds. You can have easy transactions and it will be borderless. There won't be any difficulties buying a home if you're in China or in Ecuador. This will make it easier for people to buy real estate. Also, they also have influential people that are also interested in the influential people in real estate that are also interested in it. So it's people are seeing the value of it. Another article that I thought was interesting, I actually used that. This was one of my exchanges that I used in the beginning when I first bought cryptocurrency in mid 2016, and it says members only. Bitifinex accused of foul play, and it's this website is cryptomines.xyz. So you can look that one up. It's pretty much saying, and this is going to be a short article, it's pretty much saying that, Bitifinex it's getting into some hot waters. First, they excluded the U.S. Citizens from using it, and Wells Fargo blatantly pulled out of being having a partnership with them, which they tried to sue Wells Fargo, and it ended up not going through. Also, they are also getting into hot waters because it seems like they are covering up Tether's, suspected manipulation of their price. For example, Tether doesn't have no signs of truly. What they say is that they have 1.2 billion stored that backs up the Tether dollar, and when asked for proof of that, they don't really show it. So they believe that Bitfinex and Tether are kind of like in cahoots with each other, and hiding the fraudulent acts. So Tether is not being transparent, and Bitfinex is sort of helping Tether with its fraudulent acts. The next article that I think is important, and it's in CoinDesk.com, and it's called "Privacy of Blockchain: Where Are We Headed?" So this is pretty much this article pretty much asks the question: is blockchain technology really private? Is it anonymous? And as far as we know, it is. But there are different companies and a new, I guess, career has come into play, and it's called blockchain forensic. And these two companies, Elliptic and Chain Analysis, are in the forefront of this blockchain forensics. So they're saying that it seems like the fact is that there really isn't an anonymous blockchain. For example, a lot Merino and Zcash are cryptocurrencies based off of being a privacy coin, but they're saying that there is technology that's catching up to finding out if and tracking people that do transactions. I think this is more of a scare tactic. I believe, I really do, because yes, there might be these companies that can do forensic, blockchain forensic, but at the same time, as they figure out how to break the code or transaction, or find the transaction, more companies are going to pop up, just like ZK Starks, and what's another one? There is another one, and I think this is ZK Starks. Yeah, ZK Starks is not cryptography. It's based off of, it says, for example, developing much more recently, don't rely on public key cryptography at all. So ZK Starks doesn't. So now these companies are going to have to develop a new way of finding out how these transactions are developed. They have the backings of companies like JP Morgan, and these cryptocurrency that are based on privacy are increasing in number and being purchased in outstanding numbers. And not just ZK Snarks or Zcash or Monero are trying to make transactions anonymous. There is another one that's coming out that's being developed by this platform is being developed by extremely talented cryptographers, and it's called Bulletproof. You can look this up at Coinbase. It's called Privacy on Blockchain. Where are we headed? So in my opinion, this is what I believe. I believe that the technology is always going to be one step ahead of the blockchain forensic. Maybe later on, when it gets 10, 20 years from now, there might be that possibility. But I think because this is decentralized, it's not based off of one company or one inventor. There's going to be many people that will figure out a way to go around what has already been discovered and unlocked. So still keep on buying those Zcash and Monero. I believe that it's going to be a long ways before transactions are not going to be anonymous. So thank you so much, and like and subscribe this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.